a lot simpler than we know now. Now, kids didn't get a lot of fancy gifts, and they didn't expect to get a lot of fancy gifts. Peppermint sticks, an apple, or an orange were real treats. And that goes into my dad's lifetime. I can remember him saying, growing up here in the 1920s, well, you know, an orange was a real treat. And speaking of the toilet paper, I've had people tell me, you know, the oranges would often come to the grocery store, to the little general store, in crates, individually wrapped. And boy, you saved that tissue. And you could use that, and that was a lot better than that old Sears catalog. Now, homemade toys were certainly very common, and Pa might make a slingshot or some kind of a wooden tractor or toy, and Ma might sew the girls a rag doll. And again, those were really treasured gifts. A rag doll was a nice gift. I've had a lady in Madison County tell me that one of her favorite dolls was just a long, skinny rock. It was long enough, kind of the size of a baby doll, she said. Not quite as heavy, but it was long and skinny where she could wrap it up with some little quilts that her mama made, and they even put a little face on it. So homemade toys were the rule rather than exception. Now, there were some well-to-do folks in town, and certainly anything that could be bought could be had in Northwest Arkansas. We weren't cut off from the world, as lots of people tend to think. If it could get here by steamship, it could come up steamboat as far as the Arkansas River, as far as Van Buren, and then be loaded by wagon up to Fayetteville. Or well, Rogers came in the 1880s with the railroad, and Bentonville was here early. So we could get modern goods of the day. When the railroad came in the 1880s, boy, that really opened it up. So anything that could be had, if you had the cash money to pay for it, you could get it here. If a little girl wanted a China doll for Christmas, if her parents could afford to buy it for her, she could get it in the store. But there wasn't a lot of cash money to be had in the Arkansas Ozarks. Now, religious worship at Christmastime and throughout the year was Christian-based. Most all folks that moved here to the Arkansas Ozarks traced back to a Puritan or a fundamentalist stock. The Baptists and the Cumberland Presbyterians and the Methodists were the early religious groups here in Northwest Arkansas, and so that's reflected in how we celebrate Christmas. And in the old days, there was only Christmas. Today we have Kwanzaa and Hanukkah. We're enjoying more cultural diversity now than we ever have. But in the old days, it was pretty much Christmas was the winter holiday.